All right, good morning. I'm out at the mill, and this is what's in front of me. It's funny. It looks like soybean meal, but I don't think it is. I believe it's ground corn. And I don't know why they would be running ground corn up in there, because the grinders are over yonder there. But to me, it doesn't look quite like soybean meal. Soybean meal flows better than that. We used to get soybean meal all the time, but I got a feeling that's ground corn. It's got that yellowish look to it. It's more yellow than what you would think bean meal would be. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing corn in. It's going to go up into the mill bin, and yeah, things are good. Things are good. And when I get home today, we're gonna move a baler into the shop, and from there we're gonna go ahead and start replacing connecting rod bearings. We got snow coming at us, so it'd be good to have a project going on while it's snowing outside, and I don't have to really worry about too much. Tim's been hauling hay, and I might even take a couple loads of hay with the walking floor, but I got to get brakes on the walking floor. They're shot. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I was right. This fella right here, he walked up to me. I asked him what it was, and it is ground corn. It's cornmeal. So they got another truck that's going to spin out here and dump a few more, I don't know, a few 100-pound or a few 1,000 pounds out into that pit. So I'm going to wait a little while, and that's okay. Honestly, I don't have anything super pressing to do. I got Grant running fertilizer. I'm going to have to get the walking floor. I'm going to have to get the walking floor dealt with, yeah, get new brakes on there. But he's going to pull out. I'm going to pull through, I guess, and then this guy's going to dump out. All right, I'm at the mill. I got here early. They don't open till 7, so I had to wait a little while. This place they treat me really well here. I cannot complain at all. I mean, I've taken into places and had people pick up and deliver to places that dock you for the dust that's coming off of this corn. They would dock you for that. They're just crazy. But yeah, I unload myself. Goes up. This is going right into the mill, into the mill bin. They're not storing this. I'm selling it. And you run it in a way that it doesn't overflow. I've seen guys come in and just run corn front and back all over the place, and the next thing you know, you're jamming up the leg, and they're getting a little upset because you're too stupid to do it. But I come in, they start it up, it gets going. I just run it till there's just enough to keep them from splashing away. I don't want to run it over. And I seen a guy come in here yesterday. Was it yesterday? Maybe the day before, a couple days ago maybe. And he lifted the bed of his trailer up, and he had cornmeal on, and he just blew right over the top and went right back there. And it took a while to get that cleaned up, you know. And of course there's me, I'm waiting in line, and there was another feed truck behind me. He was loading out on another bin, but you know, you got to use your brain, be smart. And I try to sweep up. Well, I usually do sweep up, especially when I use the walking floor. You'll have a little bit of a mess, but you sweep up a little bit and make their lives a little easier. Treat them the way you want to be treated, and life's good. But somebody took the broom. Broom is missing, unless it's over there, but it's not. So anyway, this is just my daily routine. We're supposed to have snow today. We are going to have snow today. The signs on the highway state no empty commercial vehicles, CMVs, commercial motor vehicles, on the road after 2 p.m. today. I find that to be a little bit of an overreach in government. You know, who's going to pay my bills? You know, I mean, we pay the taxes on the road, we pay the taxes on the fuel, we pay the toll to get across that road. and then they're going to tell us that we can't travel. It's actually unconstitutional, to be honest with you. Yeah, but you know what? That's the world we live in. I say, why not make a sign that says no stupid idiots that can't drive in the snow are not allowed on the roads after 2 p.m. and let the professionals do their work. You know, that kind of thing? Yeah, no. Yeah, but whatever. That's just the world we live in today. It's like penalized hardworking people for idiots. And let me tell you, it'll be a fun watch if I was to sit on that highway on 78 and watch the Mercedes, BMWs, and Audis go 70 miles an hour with an inch of snow on the road, or ice on the road, trying to get to their daughter's ballet recital or whatever, you know, non-essential stuff. And they're going to punish the truck driver because, what? He's light, you know, doesn't have a load on. It starts to fill up a little bit. You just kind of, this trailer, it works pretty good. I actually like this one. I don't like the trailer itself, but I like the way it unloads. And you know, I see the fancy pants ones with the electric unload, and I'm like, you know, that's nice and everything, but anytime you add something, it's a failure point, you know. But I can unload pretty quick, and I move up myself. I don't have to worry about somebody being here babysitting me. I don't need to be babysat, and then I'll just go over and get weighed out at the scale and get my ass home, because I got some things I need to do before the snow hits. I gotta put the door back on the skid steer and other stuff like that. Put the bucket on the front end loader, because I don't know, 6 to 15 inches is what some people are saying. Anyways, I'll get on to something more interesting here in a minute. There's something a little more interesting. You know, when they run slow like that, that means there's a very long train. I'm gonna walk over here. That thing, well, I can see the end of it. Way to hell down there. And then you turn around and you go way to hell down there. I think it's empty. I think those are scrap metal containers. 62 cubic yards, New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. No, that's garbage. That is garbage. So that's a garbage train. They're going to haul that out to a landfill someplace, coming out of New Jersey, New York. IWS, Interstate. New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. Ain't that something? So you can tell this came all the way from New Jersey. But, and they're all the same. And you can see in the lids every once in a while one heaved up and it's just garbage. This one here looks like they packed it in real good. They even chained it shut. Oh, he's speeding up now. I should probably watch what I'm doing. My corn's gonna run over. I'll have a mess. And it is. I'm gonna have a mess. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah. I did. I wasn't paying attention, so now I get to clean up after myself, right? Alright, I'll put the camera away. Okay, so I've been driving corn. I'm trying to get rid of this corn. It is the new year. Today's the 2nd. And we've started to put lime out on the fields. I have Grant working now, putting lime out. So this is the soybean field out in front of the, it's on the main farm. This is the biggest field on our farm. It's like 12 acres. Yeah, the biggest field on our farm is 12 acres. It's a total of like 65 acres of tillable land on this farm. Of the 100, there's 100 acres of woods and other stuff. So I figured I'd walk out here and take a look and maybe get a good shot of what we're putting out. That lime is very coarse. It's a coarse lime. The pH on this is not bad at all. Calcium levels are okay, but I have this very gritty, this very coarse lime that I got last spring. Needs to go. So if you're interested in what I'm doing here, you can see there's some green here. that's part of the cover crop thing, you know. So I got green growing grass. There's grasses. This is wheat, and this is wheat stubble. The wheat is still continuing to grow, but this is the wheat straw that was left out here, and we're going to peel it back a little bit just because there's still more wheat growing in there, more green growing in there. So these are the living roots that are in the ground, and what I'm trying to show is the worm castings, and that lime, you can see the white has made it through into the ground. Well, the whole thing with this straw is to protect the soil from erosion and wind erosion and water erosion and whatever, keep the biology alive in the ground that is breaking down in the spring when we get, you know, spring weather. I'm going to go ahead and put my secret sauce right on here. I'm going to mix it with the nitrogen, and I'm going to put it right on here, and we're going to plant corn on all of this. So this whole place will be corn. I'm not going to do 1,300 acres of corn this coming year. We're going to tone that down to about 800 acres of corn, and the rest will be soybean. So we're going to do probably 8 and 8 or 8 and 9, heavy on the beans. I can do that, but I don't know. It's going to be something like that. I'm not going to go as heavy on the corn. Going to be planting some Timothy, frost seeding Timothy in, because, well, I'm going to frost seed Timothy in. I have a market for Timothy hay in big bales and little ones if you want to go that route, but I don't know. Anyway, the lime is going on. This is a maintenance level of lime at about 1,000 pounds to the acre. That's it. I just upped it to a ton. So the lower fields that he's going to now need more lime. So there'll be about a ton to the acre. Combine has to go get washed, and that's what I'm going to be doing here in a few minutes. I'm going to wash the combine, and I'm going to put it away. It's got to be put away. We finished up just a few days ago. Hasn't rained on it yet. Well, it did rain on it one day, but that's okay because we're going to wash it up, get it put away, and move on to the next thing. There's always something going on this place, so we're going to be doing that.